Hello out there in YouTube land. This is my first edition episode, whatever you want to call it, of my blog. I've never really done this before, so I guess I figured I would use this first little episode of sorts to tell a little bit about myself so you can kind of understand a little bit of who I am and why you're going to see what you are going to see coming from me. My name is Gina. I'm known in all the internet circles that I'm known in as the Halo Chick or the DHC. The name has nothing to do with the video game Halo. I do not like Halo. I just don't. It actually comes from Sage of the Halo from the Ronin Warriors, or as it's known in Japan, Yoroiden Samurai Troopers. It's Japanese animation or an anime show. If you're a long-time Cartoon Network watcher, you might have remembered seeing it on Toonami when Toonami was cool. Anyway, I'm 24 years old. I live in New York. I work full-time, and I have for the past 2.5 years at a electronic retail chain. I'm not sure if I really want to say the name, but it's in my YouTube profile anyway. So if you're really that curious as to where I work, you can just look at my YouTube profile. I sell electronics all day. Because it's stuff that I'm passionate about. I love video games. That's where I mostly work, in the video game areas. I love video games. I love anime. My biggest passion, though, lies with basically anything that's creative. Writing is my #1 passion. I want to write fiction novels and, you know, have my name on New York Times bestseller list and, you know, all of that kind of, I guess, flighty dream stuff. I love to write. I love to cook, and not just because I'm overweight. I honestly just love to cook because I just love textures and flavors and playing around with that creatively. I love photography. It's something new that I just got into. Other than that, you know, besides my love of anime, video games, all that type of creative stuff, I'm pretty much just a normal everyday person. The reason why I decided to create this blog, you know, I guess I just felt like I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to say, just because I thought that people would agree with me or be interested in it. I love starting intelligent conversation with people over different topics. The reason why I kind of started thinking about a lot of things that I wanted to speak about was because I had a lot of time to think recently because I injured myself. I was running up the stairs in my house. Of course, it's the most unglorified way to injure yourself ever. I tore my meniscus in my right knee, which is, it's like a piece of cartilage that works as kind of like a shock absorber. It's usually an injury that really was only suffered by people who are like 80 years old, or people that are like, that play sports and they get hurt playing their sport, neither of which I am. You know, so I was in rehab for a month and a half. I was in physical therapy, and I don't need surgery, thank goodness. It is kind of rare for somebody to be able to just get up and continue to work when you tear your meniscus, especially somebody like me who, like I said, I work in retail. I'm on my feet all day, 5 days a week. But I recovered. I completely changed my diet. I started exercising. I lost 25 pounds. I'm definitely feeling and looking better than I have in years. And maybe it's just a boost of confidence that kind of made me say, hey, you know what, I have stuff to say and I want to share it. So a lot of the stuff that you're going to see in this blog, you're going to see me talking a lot about different anime and video games, like reviews, sort of. Anything that I just see in the day that kind of comes up that I want to talk about, you know, social issues or just stuff that pisses me off that I think that people who would watch my videos would find funny. You know, just stuff like that. Other than that, I'm a pretty laid-back person. I'm kind of a dork. I'm sure you're going to kind of, you know, shake your head and laugh at me plenty of times, but whatever. I am who I am, and that's all that I am. So basically, that's it. Hopefully I'll think of something to do my first video on soon. And if you have any questions about me, anybody who knows me from my internet circles, or if you're just curious, feel free to ask. Or if you have an issue you'd be interested in seeing my opinion on, feel free to reply to the video, and I guess that's it for now. So I'll see you around.